With T. Rowe Price trading just over $100 a share, I looked at rolling my $100 covered call up to $105 to get it out of the money, but I couldn't do it for a net credit. So instead, I kept the $100 strike, rolled out to July, and focused on collecting both the premium and the dividend. With T. Rowe Price down about 2.5% today, and my $100 covered call still in the money, I'm going to go ahead and roll it out. There's only 38 cents of extrinsic value remaining, and I can probably get a higher premium for the roll when it's close to the money this way. The next ex-dividend date is June 15th. So I'm going to roll it either to June 18th or I'll roll it all the way out to July. Let me take a quick look at those two possibilities. So I had a choice: pay to improve the strike or stay at $100 and collect income. I chose to stay at $100. I can roll out to June 18th, keeping the same strike price and bring in between $80 and $170, but there is a good chance that these shares would be called away from me before the ex-dividend date. Let's see if I could roll it up to 105. It doesn't look like I could roll it up to 105 for a credit, so let's look at July. For July, I might be able to get a small credit, but if I keep the same strike price and just roll straight out, I can probably generate enough premium to add a couple of shares to the position, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to ask for 225, and it filled right away at 258. Let me explain why that trade-off made more sense. On the surface, moving up to $105 looks better. There's more upside, there's less chance of assignment, but there's a cost. Since I could not roll up to $105 for a net credit, that means I would be paying to make that adjustment instead of getting paid. So now I'm going to buy 5 shares. And those filled at 102.30. So I closed this call 3 days early and slightly increased my annualized rate of return. The collateral value for the new covered call, I'm going to say, is $100 per share because that's the amount of income I would receive if I had not rolled it. So that gives me a solid 14.2% annualized rate of return on the roll, and I'll be receiving a dividend payment for these 100 shares as well, so that'll add probably $133 or $135. So the position is still working for me. And by rolling out to July instead of June, I reduce the risk of early assignment around the dividend, give the position more time, and collect a little bit more income. And then I added 5 shares to the account. So I've increased my out-of-pocket expense from $47,074 to $47,329. But now instead of 488 shares, I have 493 shares. So I have reduced my adjusted cost per share. And as for this cash secured put, looks like there is no value left. But I'm going to wait and take a look at this one a little bit later. This is a good example of not chasing the perfect strike if it costs you money to get there. Instead, I'm focusing on collecting income, protecting the position, and letting the trade continue to work for me over time.